Now we're in the point of TVs and audio and visual where we're transitioning from 4K to 8K/10K, transitioning from HDMI 2.0 to HDMI 2.1. And in this video, we're going to talk about what exactly HDMI 2.1 is and if you should be concerned with it. Now, what is HDMI 2.1? It's a newer format of HDMI that allows 8K, 10K, has eARC, has no lip sync issues, has a faster bandwidth, so many different things that we're going to talk about in this video. And the big question is, do I have to upgrade all my equipment to support HDMI 2.1? Well, we're going to talk about that right now. If you bought a TV in the last couple of years from 2016 or 17 up till 18 and almost 19, you're going to be fine. You don't have to run out and upgrade your TV yet. So any TV nowadays has 4K, Ultra HD, has HDR, has a good refresh rate. You're not going to need to upgrade your TV yet. And the reason why you're not going to have to is because HDMI 2.1 capabilities, things that utilize HDMI 2.1, they're not even readily available yet. Not even a lot of TVs get past 60 Hz refresh rate. HDMI 2.1 allows 120 Hz refresh rate, allows 8K, allows 10K, and we don't have TVs that are yet out there for us to utilize any of that software, any of that hardware. There are always TVs in production being made for 8K and 10K. We've seen some prototypes from LG for 8K. I think Samsung has boasted about their 8K panels coming out soon, but we don't have anything we can actually put in our homes yet. So if you bought a TV within the last couple of years, stick with that TV. Don't look for anything on the market yet. We haven't even gotten a way to utilize the new HDMI 2.1. Now, if you are currently in the market for looking for a TV to upgrade from 2015 or something like that, that maybe you still have a 1080p television, if you're looking to upgrade, maybe wait a little bit. Early 2019, we should be seeing some new things out there that support 8K, 10K, that support HDMI 2.1. So if you can hold off a little bit, maybe do so. If you can't, there are some really nice panels like the LG C7 behind me, OLED TV, 4K, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, decoding, all that good stuff, right? You can still upgrade those and they're pretty cheap now for 2017 models. But if you're in the market for a really high-end TV that you don't want to spend money on again for a while, then maybe wait for a little bit and wait for another panel with HDMI 2.1 included. Now let's talk about what kind of cables you need. Now, HDMI 2.1 means HDMI 2.1 cables. You're going to need new cables that are going to be able to support HDMI 2.1 capabilities. The current cables we have now at HDMI 2.0, they only carry about 18 gigabytes per second. I think some go up to maybe 36. But the best stuff is going to need to go way higher than that. And HDMI 2.1 exceeds the limitations of 8K and 10K. As well as sound. Your sound, as far as lip sync issues that you may have, if you have a receiver, you see on your settings that you're able to change the lip sync just in case your movement of the mouth is not in sync with the voices coming out of your speakers. That's no longer an existing issue when you have HDMI 2.1. It also supports 8K and 10K, and our current HDMIs do not. So when you get a new HDMI 2.1 TV or a receiver, you're going to need to upgrade your cables with those as well. Now wait just 1 second before you get worried about HDMI 2.1 and it not working with your old stuff. It completely will. It is 100% backwards compatible. So if you're still using a 1080p or a 720 TV, whatever you're using, if you're using a DVD player and not a Blu-ray player, things like that, it's still backwards compatible. So you'll still be able to watch the same thing that you watch now, even though they're not in 8K or 10K, or if they're not running at 48 gigabytes per second, things like that. You can still use your old devices on new HDMI 2.1 cables, AV receivers, and televisions. They still are able to be used. The only issue with upgrading is that you have to upgrade it in order to get the new stuff. So you need a new cable to receive the new information, but you can still receive the old information because it doesn't ask as much on the demand of the cable or the equipment as the new stuff does. So just what are you getting when you upgrade to HDMI 2.1?
Better resolution with 4K at 120 Hz refresh rate and 8K 10K at 60 Hz. EARC for full resolution uncompressed audio, dynamic HDR that rivals Dolby Vision, variable refresh rate for a lag-free game experience, quick frame transport for reduced latency, and non-existent lip sync problems.
So guys, I'm super excited for HDMI 2.1 and 8K and 10K. I don't know when it's going to come out. It's sometime said to be early 2019 when we start seeing different things, manufacturers rolling out new products with 8K, 10K, HDMI 2.1 support. You know me, I'm going to be on that bandwagon. I am in the market for getting new AV processor. I'm going to hold that off. I am upgrading to 3070 temporarily from Yamaha for free. So I'm going to have a 3070, but I'm still on the market for an AV processor. So I'm going to hold off until manufacturers start rolling out some new products with HDMI 2.1 and 8K, 10K support so that I can have it right here in my home. I'm also in the market for a new TV. My one in my bedroom is kind of going down south. It's my old Samsung. I have a video of that if you're interested in that, JF8500. I'll put that one in the bedroom, and of course I'll be getting a new one in here. So that's going to support 8K, 10K, so I'll have it around for a little bit longer, but as soon as I see an 8K, 10K panel, when they start dropping in prices, I'll probably grab one. If you're an Xbox fan, I believe that Xbox is going to be able to firmware upgrade their HDMIs to support 2.1, which is super cool because I have an Xbox, and I don't want to buy another one. Just bought this one not too long ago. I don't want to keep buying consoles, so it's really cool that they're going to support. That's my air freshener right there. But anyway, it's really cool that they're going to support that. I'm going to be super excited to get that no latency, no input lag, none of that stuff. I'm a true hard gamer still, a little bit of me, so I'm going to be excited for that. So guys, if you found this video informative to you, if I helped you out a little bit, think about liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. Let me know if you're interested in 8K, 10K. Let me know if you think it's just a gimmick. Let me know if you're tired of upgrading. Leave a comment down below, let me know. See you next video, guys. Kpaceguy out.